A year into the pandemic, and we are seeing a cry for help from young people, with hospitalizations up and calls to helplines increasing. Registered psychotherapist Andrea Groenewald is here to help us understand the impact this pandemic is having on young people. And Patricia Khoury is a psychology student at Redeemer University who has struggled with depression in the past. Welcome to you both. Andrea, that's what you do for a living. You're meeting with people on a regular basis. You know, we're seeing calls to crisis hotlines from young people have increased significantly. Young adults are being admitted to hospital in serious condition. What is happening to our young people right now through this pandemic?
Maggie, a lot of the people that I'm seeing in this teen age bracket are feeling tired. They're feeling despondent. They're feeling anxious. They're feeling stressed. They're feeling lonely and hopeless. And I understand it, because most of them are sort of at home. They're, doing school online by themselves, stuck at home by themselves with their family 24/7. I mean, what teen wants to spend 24/7 with their parents? And a lot of the fun stuff of teens, going out, socializing, have been taken away or eliminated altogether.
Studies have shown that youth who felt less in control experience negative mental health symptoms. We have all lost some sense of control throughout this pandemic. How do we help our teens through this?
Yeah, definitely. So the first thing I would say is to make sure that teens recognize and understand that they are not alone. It's definitely hard because as students, we are used to having control and going to school, walking and talking with our friends, going to the mall, and, being the social creatures that we are. And all of these things will allow us to feel in control and organized, but all of these things now have been taken away from us. So it can definitely become difficult and can lead to negative outcomes. And another thing is, it's okay to seek help. It's okay to talk to other people about it. It's okay to kind of go to someone who you trust and as a source to kind of talk to them, because they're probably going through the exact same thing. So there's no shame in asking for help. And the third thing would be to provide teens with the resources necessary and equip them with the right resources to help them, whether it's a discussion with a colleague or a counselor, whoever it may be. And these things will surely help them to kind of show them that you are not alone, you are in control, you can get through this.
Yeah. Andrew, we're also seeing an increase, interestingly enough, in eating disorders among young people. Why do you think that is?
I think that whenever you experience a lack of control, so the things we look in our society, we don't have control over the rules that are imposed on us. We don't have control over so many things right now, and so we can control what we put in our mouth. So we're seeing an increase in eating disorders, things like self-harm. If you think about the teenage brain and the fact that the frontal cortex is not completely developed, and a lot of the things in COVID have kind of turned up the dial on emotions. And so the emotions are sort of boiling over. So if you don't have sort of positive ways to deal with those emotions, then some of these other ones like eating disorders, self-harm, marijuana, opioids, all these kinds of things are happening and on the rise over this past year.
Yeah, it's been scary to watch. All right, last question, and Andrea, I'll turn this one to you. How do we point all of this to our faith? As a parent of a teenager, I have so many friends as well that have teenagers. And again, grappling with this pandemic, how do we focus all of this fear, all of this frustration, this loneliness to our faith?
I think about Psalm 26, like God is a help in troubles. And I think about, the picture that's depicted there of the oceans raging and the mountains falling into the sea. And that's kind of what it feels like right now. And so to recognize that God is present with us, we're not alone. He is here with us and he will deliver us. He'll help us out of this situation, just like he has helped us out of many other situations in our history and in our past.
Amen to that. Andrea Groenewald and Patricia Khoury, thank you so much, ladies, for your time today.